going on YouTube? Another update for the hot tub aquaponic garden over here. Everything's looking pretty nice. Had to add a couple of these stakes so that the peppers would stand upright because they were already starting to flop over. I love this one, how it's kind of wrapped around right there with that old part of the branch. Love that. Alright, let's start. Well, hey, let's start off with a question. Found these at the grocery store. They were in the pepper, obviously, pepper area, and we had a bin called hot peppers and a bin called, I forget, mild or medium or something like that. This guy I found in the Serrano, and it was in there with peppers that look like Serranos, but this does not look like a Serrano to me. So anybody out there know what this might be at a grocery store of all places? But nice looking goofy little pods. Figured I don't know, I can't even remember how much they were. I believe they were just pennies, but or you know, I don't know, like a quarter or something like that. But hey, got a different kind of pepper seed to start experimenting with. Let's see, let's come back to this bed in a minute. Let's check out this freaking cantaloupe, and it's all twisted up and everything because the wind was whipping through here and kind of knocked it off all of its screws there. Comes all the way down here, around here by the air pump, climbing the electrical lines here, climbing the center post all the way up. And as you can see, got more flowers right there, more right there, and check it out right here. Got some cantaloupe hanging off of there. Got two of them way up there. Pretty cool. And then the top of it just continues over there, and it's starting to follow the roof line. The tomatoes here, I've been trimming the heck out of all of my tomatoes. But as you can see, I've got a few that are looking pretty good here. Just hanging out. One that's getting close to ripe. A couple more up in there. Another one that's getting close to being ripe. I can't see if that's coming up, but another one right over there. Some indigo rose all over here. I keep trying to like test them and feel them and see if they're ready to come off. And really, most of them have been coming off by me walking under and like bumping it somehow, and then they kind of hit me on the head. Really funny. Yesterday when I was out here, I was just checking things out and trying to see if we had any kind of spiders or anything like that in the garden, and all of a sudden one of these hit me and I spilled my coffee all over myself. Freaking hilarious. I wish I could have had that on video. But yeah, all over my shirt, and it was a white shirt too. But yeah, as you can see, got all kind of growth, but there's some dead stuff like right up in there, and various places all throughout here. But like you can see, there's more indigo rose popping up all over here, another one right over here, but they're all over the place, so it's really great. My little tiny pepper, well actually, go to the Malabar, got some new green growth. This is the end of it, which fell from the ceiling all the way down, and we got some new green growth. And then right here, I've got some new little green growth right here. But other than that, I've pretty much taken all of the seeds off of that guy, and starting to save up. I'm really trying to get underway on my seed saving this year. I always lack on that, and then I have to go buy new seeds or plant starts or whatever. So I really have been like ramping up some seed production. Most everything that I get, even if I eat it, I'm like taking the seeds out of it and everything like that. But like that's how much I'm into it. Woo! Go seed saving! Yeah. Anyway, a bunch of little shoots down here. Look at these guys, man. Crazy. All these little goofy shoots all over the place, and just shooting right up off those tomatoes, just like they always do. There's pretty much, what is it, 1, 2, 3. This whole wall of tomatoes is 3 tomato plants. So it's not like there are a lot of tomatoes in here. It's just pretty much this big base right over here, that indigo rose right over there, and then this other base right back here, which should be these 2 marglobes. But got my little banana pepper back here. It's popping off one right there. Semi-green growth on top. Pretty good. This guy is really starting to pop off some new green growth, and it's going all over the place, so it's looking beautiful. This little guy, same thing. Look at that, man. Little peppers popping right off of there, all over the place. To be perfectly honest, I've been totally slacking on adding my minerals, which again, this is the stuff I've been using. They do not sponsor me. That'd be cool if they did, but no, they don't sponsor me. This just so happens to be what I'm actually using. So I'm supposed to have had 10 tablespoons in here. I think by now I'm up to 4 or 5, something like that, maybe a little bit less than that. Yeah, slacker. So I need to get on that. I wanted to go slow, but you know, when you slack and go slow, it just takes really a long time. Green bell over here. Got a couple new peppers starting to pop off right there. Beautiful green growth all over this guy. Nice green bell right there. Leaning on my poblano here, which is beautiful. Look how big this thing is, man. Getting nice and big. These are the same leaves that were pest damaged before. It's just the plant has got a lot bigger. Here's my poblano as of right now. So looking pretty good. Hey, that leaf can come off. And this side over here is doing pretty good. New green growth right there, all over it. And so hopefully it's going to start popping off. Right back here, my first red bell, looking good. Bunch of little pepper nodes over there, don't know what it's doing. And my jalapeno here, not really looking that great. But right here we got some new green growth popping off, so kind of encouraged. And getting some more minerals back in here, so hopefully we'll get something underway. And my freaking habanero, yes. Check that out. Got a pepper starting right there. Got one formed right underneath there. Nice little guy. Another 2 right here. Oh yeah. Still this one right here. Haven't picked it yet. And right over here, got a flower. A bunch more peppers starting right off right over here. Some more right over here. And I think it's getting a little bit bigger. So heck yeah, go for it, buddy. Mint back here, looking pretty good. Purple basil, oh man, looks so pretty, man. It's just such a nice looking thing. Whew, it smells awesome. Oh, look at that, and it's going to flower. I didn't even notice that yet. Oh, what am I forgetting? Oh, watermelon. Got a watermelon. And I just kind of like threw it right over here on there, so it kind of feels like it's climbing something because it was just dangling. And yep, so that's going. I think that's all. Strawberries here in the hydro tube. Got a few of them left here. A bunch of them are all dead off. Died off. This one looks like it's coming back a little bit. This guy looks wacky. I don't know what the heck that guy's doing. But that one got too waterlogged. Actually, had a leak in there. I'll talk about that when I get over there, because that's where it happened. But yeah, it's pretty funny. But I'll get to that in just 1 second. A little tiny kale over here, looking beautiful. Just trim back a little bit of it. Little guy right next to it. Green, bunch of carrots all throughout in there. You can see right over here. The red thingies are my Swiss chard, which are right here. Beautiful, one big one small. My Roma there, it just kind of goes into the mess up there. I can show that off when I get over on the other side. Mexi Bell, looking pretty good. Some new growth right here. Cut off that other little stump right there. Well, I made it a stump. Cut off the stick that was there. It wasn't doing anything, so I figured, you know, if it's not doing anything, then maybe it's hurting the plant. So I just said, heck with it, get rid of it. And it's got some new green growth right up here at the top, just like this little guy. Bam, look at that. Just like this little guy with this pepper going right there. So that's so awesome. My lettuce all scattered all around down in here. All kind of lettuce. My Barker's hot. New green growth right up here, as well as way up here. So I don't see any, whoop, there's a little pepper node right there hanging off that it won't focus on. Yay, that becomes a running gag of this, of updating this stuff. But anyway, you can see it against the contrast of my finger there. Yep, right there. Okay. Yep, talked about kale, talked about the carrots there. Got a couple tomatoes I pulled off. One's kind of wrinkly and stuff, so I think I'm just going to keep these. Hopefully they have a couple seeds. One of my cherry tomatoes here, same thing. St. Thomas Bane peppers right down here. It's still coming along. It's taking its time, man. Right back here, look at this little pepper, man. I love this little guy. It's awesome. It's just this little tiny offshoot. I topped it, and it had an offshoot, and it just came way over here. It just kind of leans on this tomato here, and it's got a couple little pepper nodes popping off. These tomatoes over here, I did some major cleaning up on, and as you can see, I mean, all these leaves, like right up in here, are all gone, because they were all dead. They were all kind of like this thing right here, where it's kind of like, get this like weird necrosis to it, and just die off. So I said, heck with it, started trimming, and look how big this one freaking plant is. It comes right up, right over here, and it tees off. It comes right here, branches off, it also, on the other side, branches off right there, then it comes up and branches off right here, it branches off right here. I mean, this thing is just all over the place. So, there is only, what, 2 indigo, and 4 margalodes in here, and 1 Roma, which, let me see if I can get a shot of that Roma in here. This is pretty much it right here. These 2 dealies coming over here, comes right up into there. But nothing really to report. Oh yeah, we do have some indigo rose tomatoes right there, and 1 little cherry. Oh wait, no, there's another cherry right here that's ripe. Hey. Oh yeah, that's ripe. That's really good. Here's some more of that dead stuff that I was talking about. It's just like little branches that are starting, and then next thing you know, they're like, oh no, we're dead. And they just die off, and the leaves die off, and it slowly goes back down until it like makes its way, make a way until it, man, eat a tomato and it's good, and it's just like messing with me. Until it makes its way back to the main branch, and then it just kind of dies off, and then the branch falls off. But cleaned many of those up and out of here too. I think I talked about everything in here. Yep, that pepper, more kale, giant kale, bigger kale, big old suckers. Oh yeah, and that mess also is this yellow cherry right here, as well as my better boy over here. They both come up and just kind of make their way into there. But no tomatoes are started yet, so we'll have to wait on them. This jalapeno back here, really not doing much. I think I see, no, I don't see anything on this dang thing. The entire thing's a big stick, so that might be a loss. Shishito is coming back like with a vengeance, man. It's just got all kind of green growth all over it. One of my Dragon Cayennes here, it's got a Dragon Cayenne there, 2 more up here. Kind of big and sprawling, starting with the new green growth. Oh look, there's 2 more. There's one right next to my finger. Jalapeno right behind it, looking half decent. New green growth popping off on the one behind it. I guess there's some green growth right here, but new green growth on that guy. That guy even looks like it's getting some new green growth. And some, I can't remember, sweet or hot banana peppers back there. I think those are sweet, actually. I think the only hots I have actually doing anything are in my dirt garden. Oh, more kale over here. That was the big guy right there. Here's the littler guy right next to it. Oh yeah, strawberries all in here. Way back there too. Oh, and this sucker just kind of got bent over, and it looks like it's dying off. Yay! Another strawberry way over here. I mean, there's always strawberries in here. Over in this garden, I started with some runners, and I just started planting them. Got 1 there, 1 right over here, 1 right over here. Follow the runner all the way back around, 1 right here, and then that runner goes all the way over there to that guy and into the other strawberries. Got this guy right over here. This guy, he's kind of hanging. You can see like there's roots trying to grow right there, but he's just too far to make it into the dirt garden, or into the rocks. So I don't really want to cut them yet, but we'll see. Speaking of cut, how about this guy, man? My Swiss chard. I cut the crap out of that thing, man. Check it out, all these different, I just cut branches all off on that thing and hacked it all the way back. It's little buddy right in front of it here. It's kind of hanging out, having a good time. But got a few new things of growth popping off on there. A couple of these peppers up front, not really looking so good. This one's really not looking good at all, but it's got a new pepper starting to form right there. My baby over here, Not really doing anything. That's like the greenest growth you can see on the whole thing. It's got a couple of these crappy little peppers right here. I don't know, maybe I should trim it back and see if it comes back better. Lunchbox orange right back here. It's not really doing anything. And I think I either didn't get any seeds off of this, or I got a couple and they molded on me, or I can't remember. Maybe I have like just a couple seeds of them. But this little guy, that's all I got. One little piece of green growth. Oh no, two. There's one. But that's about it. The other guy right over here actually has a little pepper on there. But my mammoth jalapeno, this guy, standing up nice and tall. Look at this new green growth all over it. All of this is all that same plant. So there's freaking jalapenos popping off all over the place on this guy. Can't wait to try them. That one actually looks like it's getting close to being done. I like it when they you freaking focus, camera? What the heck is wrong with you? I tend to like them whenever they get these lines in them. I don't know why. I don't know. Mental thing makes me think that they're hotter or something like that. It's weird. They're not even really ripe until they're red, but I still think, oh, they're hotter that way. I don't know. Carmen, new green growth all over this guy. Got one nice little pepper right over here, so should be able to save some of those seeds, hopefully. Right over here, my cow horn. Yeah, buddy. This guy was the one I was talking about where it's held up by this little thingy. This guy is starting to come back pretty good, man. Like lots of new green growth all over the top here. So I'm loving that. Just like my Cajun Bell. Check out this guy, man. Most of the old crappy leaves fell off. Tomato skin still stuck in my mouth. And all new green growths popping off. And we got peppers pepping right there, as you can see. And flowers and all that stuff. So yeah. And my Mucho Nacho, it's got a couple green leaves popping off there. One nice pepper, jalapenos, got one with one on there, another one right there, a little tiny pepper on there. Some lettuce interspersed. Where the heck did the other one go? There's one right here. Oh, here's the other one right back here. Trying to grow up within the strawberries there, and they're all doing their thing. Some more white dots back here on these strawberries, as you can see. And more strawberries right here. But yeah, the funny thing was I was getting a leak right here underneath this one. Or no, I think it was right here underneath this one. I believe it was leaking right out there where you can see it's kind of very close right now. But it was actually a steady stream running right back into the tub. And I kept thinking, like, what the heck is going on with that? Like, maybe we've got algae growth on the roots, which we do. But couldn't figure out what's going on, and then I realized when I installed the new pump, I wanted to see how fast it was, because the old one couldn't do all three of these beds, these two beds, the filter over there, as well as the hydro tube. So that's where this line comes in. Well, I opened that line up, so I had that plus this extra little tiny pump, which is way down there, and that sucker was running in here as well as that. So I had like double the water flow flowing through here. And this one doesn't have a shutoff, and it was open all the way up. So pretty much it was stealing water from all these other beds and running it right through the hydro tube as well. So yay, I dorked out. But took care of that. I had a bunch of high winds come through and had to take care of buttoning up a little bit more on the greenhouse. That way it doesn't rip the roof off again. But did all that stuff. And these strawberries are right over here. A bunch of them are looking really good, a bunch of them are looking but a lot of them have little dots all over them. Oh yeah, and this guy right here has a strawberry on it. Just found that today. It's kind of neat. Had another one that attempted and it didn't make it. But yeah, go little guy. I believe that's one of the Lorraine strawberries where these are all Cantaloupe. And as you can see, I mean, they're hit or miss here. Leaves are kind of weird and funky, but the newer leaves are all looking really beautiful, except for all the little white dots all over them. So, but anyway, that's a run through here. Put another, I forget, 39 gallons in here, something like that. Probably going to do another one before I go back in for the night. Goldfish are loving it over there, swimming around, having a good old time. And I'm still amazed that I've got cantaloupe up there growing. That's just freaking amazing, man. I've only grown cantaloupe, well, I've grown it a bunch of times. I've only gotten one cantaloupe in the past, and actually grew that thing. It was pretty doggone big. It was like the size of a cantaloupe before I actually harvested it. So pretty freaking happy about that. These tomatoes over here, I'm gonna have to end up, I don't know, going up again, tie them up to the main beam up there so we can start trellising across there or something like that. I don't know. That's for the guy in the future to figure out there. That's not my problem. Alright, well anyways, that was a very long walk around, showing off what I got growing on in here and how bad it looks. But anyway, don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, all that fun, happy media stuff down below, and we'll catch you in the next update. Until then, later.